Hello everyone, my name is Shreyash and welcome to Chelsea, India. Before we jump into the Arsenal game, I would just like to talk about the Carabao Champions League match. So we put in 6 goals and had some surprising names on the score sheets. We had Aspilicueta, Bakayoko and the Zappacosta one to strike. Of course, it was meant to be a cross, but that was indeed a wonderful strike from quite a distance. So I think the Carabao game gives us a good momentum going into this very busy schedule for the month of September. Coming to the big Sunday kickoff, the Arsenal London Derby game. Chelsea versus Arsenal has always been a massive game, a massive fixture for both the teams. But I think we are in a better shape when you compare to Arsenal's position. Arsenal has a few very good players. Of course, we really cannot discount the team at any given point of time. But Chelsea, of course, would be quite confident and maybe in a better solid formation compared to the Arsenal structure as of now. Uh, we just had the Conte press conference. I was just having a look. Now the thing is, the only injury scare that we have is for Drinkwater. I think he's out. He is going to be out for the next 3-4 weeks. That is what Conte said, and we could of course expect him to be back after the international break next month. Arsenal, of course, would be resting Mesut Ozil and Ramsey, so a good sign for us because I respect Ozil hugely. I think he's one of he's a very talented player and could just make a very key pass at any point of time. So actually a good sign for us getting into the game. Now, I just got this the first team kit, and I absolutely love this kit. The third kit just came out recently, and I am in love with the dark camouflage color. Here it is. I absolutely love the color combination and in love with the kit. It just came today and super excited. I'll be wearing this one for the Arsenal screening. Very sorry. Coming back to the Arsenal game now. See, in the last 5 meetings at the bridge, we have outscored them heavily. We have put in 15 goals, and Arsenal has just scored a couple of goals. So I think we are uh, we are going into the game with a lot of confidence in Arsenal. We need to capitalize on I would say a lack of confidence in the Arsenal setup. So good sign for us actually. Talking of good signs, have you guys heard the new Alvaro Morata chant? It is quite catchy, I must say. It goes like Alvaro Morata, he came from Spain, he gave Man United all the pains. Well, it's very catchy. I'm going to put down the link for the Alvaro Morata chant. Please have a look, by heart it, sing it along with all your fellow Blues, and it's going to be a blast of a Sunday screening. Now coming to the predicted lineup, because I think that's going to be very important and we are going to go all guns blazing. Of course, the formation remains the same. We need to maintain and maybe continue performing at the solidity that we have been in the last 3 weeks. So of course, Courtois in the goalkeeping position. I think Cahill is going to come back into the team. He's of course the captain. He's going to replace Rudiger. So a solid back three would comprise of Luis, Cahill, and of course Aspilicueta. I would have liked Rudiger more because I think Cahill is not that fast, right? Because and Rudiger has been performing well in the last 3 weeks. But I think Cahill, of course, being the captain of Conte, of course, trusts him. So Cahill is going to come back into the team. So the back three is sorted. I think Zappacosta is going to start in front of Moses. He had a very good performance. And I think it's going to be an element of surprise because Arsenal would not know how to cope up with Zappacosta. Zappacosta looks like a fighter. He's a very strong runner and, of course, can cross, take in wonderful strikes as well. Of course, Alonso on the other side, that is absolutely a no-brainer. I'm actually worried because we do not have a backup to Alonso. In the middle is going to be a Fabregas and a Kante partnership. Bakayoko is not going to start because Conte would want to rely on the experience of Kante. Conte, it's pretty confusing. So Conte is going to rely on Kante and Fabregas, the partnership. In the final third is going to be Morata, of course. For our striker, is going to be Willian and Pedro. I still don't think Hazard is completely match fit. He's going to feature in after the half time, and yeah, that is what I think about the team. You can actually see the team score sheet. Now, when you talk about Arsenal's tactics, a lot of things would depend on Sanchez and Lacazette. Now, there are three players whom I rate very highly in the Arsenal squad. That is, of course, Alexis Sanchez, you have Lacazette and Kolasinac. I think he's a beast. He's quite physical and he's quite fast too. His runs, which he suddenly makes, is actually threatening. Now we have a very solid defense, and we need to counter the threat of Lacazette, Sanchez, and Giroud if he plans to come down later. He has a good header, to be very frank. Rest, I don't think we are going to have a lot of difficulty. Of course, Willian and Pedro is going to blast through Arsenal's defense because they are pretty slow. Bellerin, of course, fast, but he has been playing out of position since a while, so I don't really know how is he going to perform. So I think we are going to have a blast of a game. It's going to be a Chelsea win for sure. Tactic wise, see, Zappacosta and Alonso are very, very strong runners, and they are going to be a headache, be a constant thorn in the ass for the Arsenal backline. And of course the midfield and Kante Fabregas partnership is absolutely magic. I think we have the perfect squad to win this game very conveniently, but Arsenal, it's a big game, and big games you don't really know which way is going to tilt. Now we had a look at the FA Cup final, in which we actually switched off because I don't really know, was it a hangover of winning the league, but it was not a good performance by the Chelsea team. And Arsenal, of course, respect to them, they played really nice and they were on it since the first minute. But this time I think we are going to blast them off completely. I predict a score line of 4-0. Now I would really want to know what do you think about the current my predicted lineup. I would also want to know whom would you like to play, whom would you like to see to play in the upcoming fixture, and your predict team. We are going for the screening. I hope to bring out a video next time giving you the actual live scenes or the experience of the screening, the way we chant, the way it is organized. So it might just give you a very interesting input and a view into Chelsea India. And I'm sure if given a chance, please go and be a part of these screenings. It's purely mental. For sure I'm going to give you fan interviews, match reactions. Of course, I would also try to get in a few Arsenal fans. Let's see how it goes. I will try my best for sure. Let me know what you think about the team and the upcoming Sunday fixture. Enjoy the video, like, share, comment, and we are going to win it for sure. I predict a 3-0 or a 4-0. It's going to be a blast. Up the Blues.